Okay, here's a look at the market, the emini S&P for Wednesday, November the 3rd, 2010. Today is the day that the market absorbed the election results and, more importantly, reacted to the FOMC news today. It was a very volatile reaction. The market initially rallied, then sold off, and then finished the day with a strong rally. So a lot of movement today. What we're looking at here are market profiles. This is what occurred today. This is what occurred overnight. This is what occurred yesterday. Going into today, we had mentioned that the 82 area, which is right here, could be a likely area of support. You can see that the market dipped below it very briefly, and then turned right around and of course finished very strong closing way up here. So within the context of the up auction, that was really our key area to try and get long. We actually did get an entry off of one of our trades just after that dip came in. We're able to get long in 85 for a really nice trade. So we do expect more follow through higher. We're looking probably at 93 now as an area of likely support. But we're still looking at 1205, and who knows when that might happen. Of course, tomorrow we do have the jobless claims numbers that'll be released at 8:30, and of course on Friday is the employment situation with the numbers to be released at that same time. So could certainly be in for some more fireworks here. But within that context, we expect if the market does dip to around the 93 area, it would probably be a good place to be a buyer, and we will look to do so. As we also like to, of course, take a look at the individual daily profiles, and this is what we have here. And you can see today dipped down to here and then turn around and had a nice rally higher. So, pretty powerful move. As far as our trades were concerned, we had several trades today. And you can see here where our short trades are triggered, and there's a couple more up in here, and there was one here too. And you can also see where our long trades were triggered with these blue up arrows right here. Right off of the low, we had several in here, another one in here, and of course late in the day there were several of them. We didn't take any of those late in the day. So as far as our trades were concerned, we did take this trade here. Sorry, we did not, because this was a very small, very tight range to begin with. Even though we did have a trigger to get short here, our filter was not confirming it, so there was no trade there. But so this turned out to be our first trade down here, and it did dip to our point and a half. Unfortunately, we were not filled on that second objective, so we only made profits on one half of our position at that time. So this actually was not a trade. This long in here was not a trade. You can see that we were red. We did take this trade right here. It really didn't do anything for us. Basically got out of that trade with a scratch after about 10 minutes. The next trade here signaled was this long trade, which was not taken. So this I should mark on here. This was number 2. Basically a scratch on that, as I said. This one was not taken. Then the news was released, and so we did have one short trade here, right in here. The market got very volatile at this time, as you can see. So we were reducing our position size just at 1/2 position here on these trades at this point. And it did hit our first objective very quickly, which was 6 ticks, but then turned around and stopped out the second half of the position for that same amount. So trade number 3 ended up by being a break even. But we were able to get long on this trade right here. Number 4, you can see the market did not dip down to this long trade here. And we're really fortunate. This one had a really nice rally up here that we were able to participate in, and that one turned out to be a 7-point gain, 7.25-point gain on the second half of that position. So a real nice trade for us. Trade number 5 was this long in here. It reached both of our objectives and a slight gain. I think it was 2 ticks, 3 ticks on the final partial on that one. We did not, we had actually another long in here. I should point out that we got stopped on this one right here, and that was trade number 6. I know it's a little hard to see. And then these 2 trades were not taken. They were short trades in a very bullish environment. So, and that was it. These other trades were very late in the day. Could act as support going into trade come tomorrow. So I think we're heading for 1205 is what it looks like, with around 93 or so as good support. So really that's what we're looking at right now, next support down around 90. So any questions or comments, please get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. Always enjoy hearing from you. Questions and comments are always welcome. So thanks for taking the time to view the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.